Okay, I'm going to talk to you guys today about the Manhattan Project. It was just the code name for America's effort to develop atomic weapons during World War II. It was based in the New York borough of Manhattan, but it was mainly taking place in Los Alamos, New Mexico. They used engineers, scientists, and a lot of military personnel. In 1939, American operatives told President Franklin Delano Roosevelt about Hitler working on nuclear weapons for World War II. In response to that, FDR put together the Advisory Committee of Uranium. He had military leaders and scientists researching uranium's potential for nuclear weapons. Funding from Enrico Fermi and Leo Szilard at Columbia University, where they studied uranium enrichment and nuclear chain reactions. The ACU changed their name to the National Defense Response Committee in 1940. Then in 1941, they changed it again to the Office of Science, Research, and Development. They added Fermi and Szilard that same year. After Pearl Harbor, FDR declared that the U.S. would join World War II alongside Russia, France, and Great Britain against Germany and Japan. The Army Corps of Engineers joined OSRD in 1942. Also in 1942, Manhattan Engineer District was established, and Army Colonel Leslie R. Groves led that division. At the University of Chicago, where Fermi and Szilard were now based, they discovered uranium-235. Glenn Seaborg produced microscopic samples of pure plutonium. In December 28, 1942, FDR made all efforts, joined the Manhattan Project for Nuclear Weaponization. Remote facilities in Tennessee, New Mexico, and Washington, and some of Canada tested these bombs. In 1943, J. Robert Oppenheimer was appointed the director of Los Alamos Laboratory because of his nuclear fission. Project Y, which was January 1st, 1943. First Manhattan Project bombs were successfully detonated. Remote desert location Alamogordo, New Mexico, was the first atomic bomb site, where the first mushroom cloud reached 40,000 feet, called the Trinity test. There were two different kinds of bombs. There was the Fat Boy, which was a plutonium base, and then the Little Boy bomb, which was uranium base. Quickly after that, Germany started to have a downfall. On July 26, 1945, the Potsdam Conference was held in an allied city of Potsdam, Germany. The U.S. told Japanese forces that they could face utter destruction or surrender, the terms outlined in the Potsdam Declaration, which was that they had to adopt a democratic, peaceful government. And the Japanese emperor knew that there would be no role for him in this government, so he refused. So Manhattan Project engineers and military leaders decided that Hiroshima would be a good target because there were no American prisoners around and the size. On August 6, 1945, a Enola Gay bomber plane dropped a Little Boy bomb 1,900 feet above Hiroshima, killing in a 5-mile radius. After that, the Japanese still did not surrender or make any attempt to tell us that they were going to surrender. So 3 days later, the military dropped a Fat Boy on Nagasaki, a site for torpedo building, destroying everything within 3 miles. The two bombs killed over 100,000 people. On August 10, 1945, Japanese told us that they had planned to surrender, and then they surrendered on August 14, 1945. Following World War II, U.S. formed the Atomic Energy Commission for more research on nuclear uses instead of just weaponization. In 1964, President Lyndon B. Johnson ended U.S. government's effective monopoly over nuclear energy by allowing private ownership of nuclear materials. Nuclear fission technology perfected by Manhattan Project engineers was a new basis for nuclear reactors, power generators, medical imaging, MRI, and radiation treatment.